Hey everybody, in this video we are going to talk about mobility and why being able to move is important, and yes, why being able to move might even save your life. So follow along to the end for that because it might surprise you. My name's Rob Drenning, physical therapist. Thank you for checking out the DIY Pain Relief channel. If you find any of this info helpful, if you like these videos, please subscribe. I really appreciate that. So let's get back to mobility. If any of you have ever seen toddlers or kids and they have to get something from the floor, how do they do that? They drop down into a full squat, butt on their heels, no problems, and they'll stay there and play for as long as they want to. But most of us as adults, we can't do that. So why is that? Is it aging? Is it Mother Nature? Well, you have cultures of people who still do their laundry in the river in certain countries, and there you can see people in their 70s still doing that same squat because they have to. So it's not all aging. Mobility is very much a use it or lose it type of phenomenon. You've heard the phrase motion is lotion. Well, that is true. If we don't move in certain directions, we slowly lose the ability to do that over time. But some of you might say, well, who cares? I don't need to squat down that low. Why does it really matter? Well, we know why now, because in 2009, a study came out showing that people who move better had fewer cardiovascular risk factors. Is that because moving better suddenly clears out your heart arteries? No, of course not. That's not why it is. A couple years later, another follow-up study came out showing that people who move better have a higher health-related quality of life in the long term, meaning the more mobile you are, the more you like your life and the more you perceive your life in a higher quality. So that's an important thing that we want to take into account here, because a lot of people will say, well, I like pickleball or dance or hiking or lifting weights or any of those things. I'm just going to do that. That's going to improve my quality of life. Well, guess what? In the long term, mobility was the only thing that correlated to a better quality of life. And here's why. People who move better, they have less pain in their lives, okay? We won't get into posture right now. I'll put another video together for you on that. But posture is a good example. When you're sitting still, it doesn't really matter how you're sitting, but just the fact that you're sitting will make you more likely to feel pain at some point in the future. So people who move more feel less pain. And when you move better, your body has fewer compensation strategies when you do move. If you're stiffer and tighter, you'll still move to get the job done, to do whatever it is you're going to do, but your body is smart and learns ways to do that that aren't as efficient and puts different strain on certain muscles and joints that's not supposed to be there. In the short term, that's fine. In the long term, that leads to pain and injuries and those chronic nagging sensations of tightness and tension that you just can't stretch your way out of. And if you do that, that's why you can't do the pickleball, the strengthening, the whatever else thing for the long term, because you end up getting injured or sore and you have to stop that activity. So mobility is where it all starts. Mobility, being able to move, will set you up in the long term to be able to do the things you like to do. And that's where mobility can really save your life. It is a keystone health habit. A keystone habit is something that when you change it in your life, change emanates everywhere else. Making one small change, it allows change to spread. It's the focus of what you should do to change your behaviors. And from a health perspective, learning to move better will really allow you to do all of the things that you really like to do. So if you're struggling with physical goals and being consistent at the gym or yoga or whatever it is that you really enjoy doing, start with a mobility routine first. Get your body moving better to feel better. Then you'll really start to be more consistent to do those things because it'll feel good to do it. So it all starts with mobility. Now, how you do that, I will put together another video. I'll link it down in the description, a 10-minute or less at home, no equipment needed routine that you can just work your total body to start getting moving. It'll give you a starting point to reach your goals for physical health so you can really get moving the right way. Thanks for watching. I hope you find this helpful. Please like and subscribe.